People, my name is Neil, and I am the founder and lead tutor for IPT qualifications. I wanted to jump on today to explain our pathway to PT, how we can take you from not having a qualification to having your PT diploma in 90 days. It's a question we get asked often, and so I wanted to let everybody see behind the curtain and what you actually get to achieve that. So, through all of the tutors that we've worked with over the years, we all came to the realization that most course providers are only offering a little bit of support. They're not offering enough in terms of teaching the qualification to you. So we came up with hybrid coaching. And one of the first things we started to think about was offering webinars. And that is because when we hit COVID, a lot of the tutors went into doing their own webinars and they were highly successful. People jumped on and they were able to understand a lot more of the qualification a lot easier, taking away all that time you have to study, because now you're actually getting taken through the material and you really have a deeper understanding because you can ask the questions that are on your mind, and you can also be there live with that tutor so that the support can be offered. Those webinars obviously aren't for everybody, so we made them on demand, recorded, so that you can then jump into a webinar whenever is needed. If you're stuck on a certain question, you can then jump onto that week's webinar and have a watch through it. You don't need to watch the full 3 hours, of course, but it's there for you to skip through and find the bit you need. We also offer that weekly Q&A that when you're going through your course, especially in the 90-day program, you could have questions, and we want to tell you the why behind what you're answering. We don't want to just teach you how to answer questions or how to understand the course. We want to give you a deeper understanding so you know what you're going to do each week. You get a dedicated tutor to work with. That could be myself or one of the other tutor teams. And we are there to make sure that you are getting the best experience you can. So obviously there are going to be elements that you'll find hard during any type of course. But when we're condensed down to 90 days, it means that there are going to be stuff that you need to get answered quicker. And that's why you need a dedicated tutor. Along with the dedicated tutor, you have a dedicated online classroom. And that classroom has all your learning materials. It has your manuals, it has your LAPs or Learners Achievement Portfolios that you need to fill in. Anything that you need to fill in, anything you need for your actual course, and additional materials that we have produced to help with your understanding, they are all there on this classroom. And even if you request something, because that can happen, we will design it and put it into your classroom for you to then have. All stuff can be downloaded from your classroom onto a laptop or onto a mobile device, so you can do your course as you go as well. 2 additional career supporting CPDs, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but we think there is more support that you need after completing a 90-day course or any kind of course that you do. Career support, which is a big thing after your course. What do you do? Where are you going to go and work? What is it you're going to do as a business? We have support put in place to make sure that we can help you and advise in whatever you're going to do next as your next step. We have a private video library. You may have seen our YouTube channel, and you have access to any of the videos there for free. But we also have a private library only for our students to give them access to the videos they need to complete their course. Obviously, we want you to complete the course in 90 days, but you do get 2 years access to the course. So if life does get in the way, something happens, then we are going to be there to make sure that you can maybe jump onto another course at some point, or that you go into our e-learning and you can continue to do your course at your own pace. Level 3 diploma on completion, and that's a big thing because the diploma is the best of the education that you can get as a personal trainer. You can get an award in personal training that only has to have a certain amount of hours attributed to your learning. You then have certificates and achievements in level 3 personal training, and then you have the level 3 diploma, and the diploma is the highest with the most amount of learning to do, but also the most amount of information that you get when starting your personal training career. And even if your course date is a few weeks in the future, so if you're starting your course date in the middle of a month and it's the start of the month, you get instant access to your coursework. And if you think you could get started with it, then go ahead and get started. We give you that access for that reason, so you can get that head start. And obviously, if you have any questions on getting started, you would just access your tutor, because they will be instantly in conversation with you as well. As unlike some of the other providers out there, you are never going to be a number. We limit our courses straight away to 10 students. There's not going to be any more than that on any given 90-day course. Obviously, in the e-learning course, which is self-paced, there could be multiples in there, but that's okay because you'll still get help by tutors. You're still going to get that one-to-one feedback. And to be honest, because you're not a number to us, we are going to treat you as individuals and look at your circumstances and give you that individual support and help that's needed, not only on your course, but throughout the entire experience, and then into that aftercare of getting a role within the fitness industry. We do also give you feedback on video submissions. Video submissions are part of your coursework, and without diving into the actual coursework itself, you will have to produce some videos to showcase how you move as a personal trainer and how you coach as a personal trainer. But before you go to do those assessments, we are there to give you feedback and support. We're also going to give you those private videos that showcase how things should be done as well. Individual support and extensions when needed. So obviously, like we said, life gets in the way. We want to make sure you're supported. So an extension to us is just another way of making sure you get that support. And if life does get in the way and you don't finish in 90 days, that's absolutely fine. You have 2 years to complete the course. Talking about those CPDs that we mentioned earlier, the first one we offer is Business for Fitness Professionals. And that comes with your course. No need to pay the extra £199 for that, because we believe that you need more than what the course offers to then go on to be a complete business professional and fitness professional. You have to be both to then start earning money. So we are there to give you that course, make sure you have a grounded foundation in business and are able to go and then do your passion. We also offer programming in real life CPD. Again, that is included with your course. And we want to make sure that you get a grounded understanding again and foundational blueprints for how to deal with people in real life. Because through your 90 days, although we do programming, you aren't taught any more than just a bit of fundamentals. So on top of that, the one thing our students have always asked for as well is various payments methods. So we have our 3-month method because that fits with the 90-day course. But we also have an extended way of paying off your course. So when you have a conversation with us before starting, please let us know. We can help with that and get you set up with up to a 12-month extension of payments. Now, with the 90-day hybrid experience, what it looks like for yourself is 5 weeks learning of the level 2 gym instructor course, And through that, you're going to learn how to do consultations, basic programming, and how to work with groups. There's also going to be some health and safety in there. There's anatomy and physiology as well, but we help you through that. You then get a whole week to then prepare video assessments so that you can then go away and not have the pressure of a webinar that week. After that, and after your assessments are done, we continue on to the personal training course, which again has your anatomy and physiology, nutrition. There is some tech in there as well, how technology works within the fitness industry. There is a business part to your course, and there is a few other parts as well, especially the programming, which is the biggest element. Now, after that 6 weeks, we want you to then be able to say IPT. And that's what it's all about, making sure that you finish your course and are there to make sure you have the best experience as well. The webinars allow for better collaboration throughout the entire term you're with us. And as I mentioned earlier, when you're live with somebody and they're teaching you and getting you to think about things, doing some group work or working one-to-one with a tutor, we will make sure you get the best experience and the best education. There are cheaper courses out there, of course. There is always going to be somebody cheaper. But what we've found within our combined tutor support team is that when you buy the cheaper courses and you're not getting that support, it tends to take you a lot longer to complete your course. And to be honest, once you get into the real world, that's when you start to see all the struggles because you haven't been taught everything you needed to then go into the real world and survive. So we don't want that to happen. And that's why we have set things up the way we have. And thousands of students already are reaping those benefits. And that's not just between myself and the rest of the tutor team. That's through other people doing the hybrid experience as well with other course providers. But for IPT, we want you guys listening to this video to come and work with us. We want you to be amazing PTs after the course is finished. We want to make sure that you have an amazing experience throughout your course and that you are always smiling, even when some of the workload gets a little bit tough. And just remember that together we get there. If you're going alone, and this is why we want to work with you, then the challenges you face would be your own. We want to make sure that when you face challenges, that you face them with us. And that sometimes comes down to the workload or sometimes comes down to financial issues. We will always be there to support and have a solution for you. We see students for who they have the potential to become. That sometimes is something that other course providers won't look at. They will not look at who you want to become, but they look at who you are now. We want to work with anybody who has a passion for fitness, because no matter what demographic you want to work with in the future, there is going to be a place for you. And we are in it to help, and we always have been that way. And that's what makes us stand out. We formed IPT because we realized the entire system for course providing didn't provide enough for the student and was set more to just churn people through courses. And that's why the UK fitness system is the way it is. And we don't want that anymore. We want to raise the bar and produce the best personal trainers that anybody taking our course can be. So thank you for listening, and please do reach out and let us know how we can help moving forward. And if you'd like any more information, then just drop us a message. Have a great day, and we will speak soon.